In Belize and beyond, love is everywhere.
Indeed, love is everywhere. Let's now join our senior Toledo correspondent, Paul Mahong. Paul, good morning.
It is a lovely Friday morning in this beautiful Toledo rural communities of Big Falls. And I have just observed some 60 children, primary school age, well motivated, well interested, and participating actively in an environmental camp. Of course, this camp, to tell us more about this 1 week camp, is no other than TIDES, the Toledo Institute for Development and Environment Education Outreach Coordinator, Mr. Federico Caal.
Yes, so thank you, Mr. Paul, for being out here in Big Falls to share to the nation of Belize what's happening here with the annual Tide Summer Camp. So we're at Big Falls bringing 3 different groups of young people, ages 9 to 13, in one central location. So basically we have Punta Gorda and San Miguel meeting with Big Falls young people here. Why are we putting this as part of our camp initiative? We believe that while learning about taking care of the environment, indoor and outdoor, having fun, learning different lessons on restoration, on biodiversity, on turtles, which are key species for us since they're nesting at this time around different beaches from the entire length and breadth of Belize. Those are key components which were focused during our summer camp. So here they are today, learning about the restoration efforts, visiting our nursery, looking at the key species that we use to restore degraded lands, and then getting their hands-on experience, filling some bags, learning the importance of soil and its importance in plant growth, and also getting to interact. That is one of the key part of our conclusion event here today. Getting these 3 groups of young people to interact with each other so that Punta Gorda gets to know who was involved in San Miguel and Big Falls. So through this interaction, they're playing different sports, getting to try and enjoy different snacks that are prepared. But all of this is to ensure that we're building the young people holistically, means learning to take care about themselves, taking care of the environment, eating healthy snacks, but also taking care of plants as well. So we're glad to be here sharing this knowledge with them because they now will take the knowledge to their communities and they will be the future leaders of these communities.
You know, I spoke to some of the kids earlier, and it was so touching. I said, look, what have you taken away from this camp? In addition to what you've said on the objective, they mentioned we made great friends. Imagine the child from PG making friends with those in Big Falls and in San Miguel, and vice versa, those in San Miguel, Big Falls making friends with those from PG. So there's a bonding going on in addition to the important environmental aspect. But I know with these 60 children, supervision, motivation, getting them indoor outdoor takes a lot. You no doubt have a team to work with you.
Yes, so the team is made up of volunteers. These are young people from the same community who offer themselves to take our plan that was prepared by a group of volunteers before the implementation of the summer camp activities. So any camp that we implement around our protected area requires volunteers. And we're appreciative of these volunteers who took their time out, engaging ages 9 to 13, bringing them out here, giving them healthy snacks, and guiding them towards the right path. So that's basically why we're glad to do it every year. Every year we try to ensure that we're involving young people around our protected area, giving them that hands-on experience, especially since this year our theme is Local Hands, Global Impact. So these young people are getting to understand what we're doing locally, which is contributing to the global impact of addressing some of these issues. So these volunteers, like I mentioned, we're grateful for their input for the entire week. They're here today working and ensuring that the kids have fun on the last day, which is today, where they'll be issuing awards of recognition for all those exemplary young people who really stood out in different aspects, because we had art, we had bird identification, we had a series of themes that they were involved in. So basically, we are hoping that young people in other communities next year, 2027, if you're interested in doing summer camp in your community, just reach out to us and we look forward to collaborate with you, because to have young people involved in positive activities, we need volunteers such as those we have here today.
Any generous sponsors for this big event?
Yes, we would not have summer camps in our communities if we didn't have generous sponsors. So for this year, to ensure that we have 8 communities targeted, we have 3 large sponsors. We have the Protected Areas Conservation Trust, we have Summit, and we also have the Belize Island Holdings. So these 3 entities put different portions to ensure that these kids have healthy snack, have all the stationeries they need, have bus that could transport them here to ensure that they get to see the hands-on activities we're doing here at our restoration site, and hopefully they can take back some of this knowledge and continue to be young people that love the environment and can be stewards of Toledo and Belize overall.
I understand that this is not the end of summer camp 2026 for Tide, because I understand next week you have equally other camps going on with different groups of children and different communities, and we're not going much into that because I'm excited in coming out to the villages, yeah, the rural communities, and highlight the children, the people, and of course the lovely environment. But out here is such a lovely environment, Mr. Federico Carl. The environment is so green, it's lovely. You could see from the trees birds there, and the children are just having a grand time. I know when you close in the next hour or so, they will surely miss it. As we get ready to close in, any final words or thoughts?
Yes, I'd like to thank every single parent that trusted Tide in giving this 1 week to their children information that would help them to grow in an area where we believe the person, the child itself, learning about how to take care of the environment, but also to grow with plants and animals in harmony. So we want to thank parents for first and foremost. Secondly, we want to thank the organization Tide, every single staff that is behind the scenes, doing all the paperwork to ensure that these bills are paid for all the snacks, the transportation, and so on. So we want to make sure that they are also recognized. And I wouldn't want to leave without thanking all the volunteers, those that are working, completing this week, and those that will be starting next week. We want to ensure that we continue to do these things around our protected area, but without them, we cannot do that. Lastly, we're hoping that 2027 is bigger and better. We want to thank our donors. Thank you very much for making sure that we can do this type of work around our protected areas.
And as we close in, on behalf of Mr. Federico Caal, the TIES Education Outreach Coordinator, and your hard-working team of the camp facilitators and coordinators and volunteers, and you've said gratitude, so I will not go down that lane at this time, but we are going to say love and best wishes and prayers to all our lovely listeners and viewers and followers in Belize and beyond, as we take it back to our technician, Greg and Karen in studios.
Love is everywhere.
We say thank you to our senior Toledo correspondent, Paul Mahong. It is 27 minutes.